Hello and welcome to another uMake tutorial. My name is Nico, and in this tutorial I'm going to teach you everything you need to know about creating extruded surfaces. To get started, let's select a curve. I'm going to double tap on this curve to select it, and then I'm going to come over to the side menu and tap the extrude function. You'll notice that we have a couple options that appear in the side menu, and we also have this orange, what we call handle, that appears here. Depending on the direction that you drag this handle, that will create the extruded surface. It also depends on the camera angle as well, because depending on how you're viewing it, you may be limited in what direction you can drag this handle to create the surface. I'm going to tap and hold and drag this handle back, and you'll notice that we get this kind of wireframe right now. By default, when you create an extruded surface, the wireframe function is on. This lets you kind of see what's going on, but also see through it. If I tap wireframe over here in the side menu, you'll see that we have an extruded surface. I can continue dragging this back, and I can extrude this out for as long as I want. If I come over here into the side menu and tap two ways, you'll notice that as I drag out, the extrusion is going on in both directions. It's a two-way extrusion. What's neat about this is that even though the curve is in the middle, once you're done with creating the extrusion, this central curve will disappear and will only exist on the ends of each curve. So if you're trying to do something across an axis or that is symmetrical, using the two-way symmetry or the two-way extrusion is very helpful. Once you're done creating the extrusion, tap Done. You'll notice that, as I mentioned, since we did the two-way extrusion, that center curve disappeared. What's really nifty with creating extruded surfaces is that it creates these edge curves here. If I want to change the appearance of this extrusion, for example, I can edit any of these edge curves and create a bit more of a complex surface. So for example, if I want to edit this curve here, I can come over to Edit, add a couple control points to it, like this, and if I move these like that, now I get an even more intricate extrusion simply based on this single edited edge curve. So you can create some really nice and intricate surfaces using the extrude function. All right, now let's extrude along paths. So to extrude along a path, I'm going to come over and I'm going to have two objects. You need to have at least two objects or two curves to extrude along a path. I'm going to select this circle, and I'm going to extrude this circle along this little S-curve here. I'm going to select the circle, select this S-curve, and come over and tap Extrude. You'll notice that in the options, I can tap Along Path. Once I tap Along Path, you'll see the handle appear again. And right now it's appearing at the base of this curve, but I can also tap Switch Shapes, and that will move the handle to the other shape, to the circle. So if the handle's not in the right spot when you tap to extrude along a path, just tap Switch Shapes. I'm going to go back here, and if I drag the handle along this S-curve, you'll see that I get an extrusion along the path. If I tap wireframe or toggle wireframe off, I now have a curve or a surface that has been extruded along that path. And once I'm done, I'm just going to simply tap Done. So that's pretty much everything you need to know about how to create extruded surfaces, whether it's just a simple extruded surface, a two-way extrusion, or along a path. If you have any questions, comments, or feedback for us, feel free to let us know on our Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, or Instagram channels. We can't wait to see what you create in uMake. Have a great day, guys.